Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of St. Peter's Preschool Time. It's so good to be here with you. It's not the same as regular preschool where we can play and see each other in person, but this will still be a lot of fun. My name is Mrs. Striggle, and I teach in the butterfly room at St. Peter's. Let's begin our this episode the same way that we begin every episode. Let's begin with our welcome song. Everybody ready? Welcome to our preschool time, preschool time, preschool time. Welcome to our preschool time. I'm so glad you're here. I am so glad you're here. Today we are going to start a new theme. And I'm going to have you guess what that new theme is. I'm going to give you some clues. So the first clue is this week is all about a small animal. This animal is usually either brown or gray. These animals live outside and they like to climb trees, and they live high above the ground in those trees. These animals eat nuts and seeds, and they have big bushy tails. Does anyone know what animal I am talking about? Yell out those guesses. Let me hear them. I am talking about squirrels. I love squirrels. They are so fun to watch when they're climbing trees and they're playing with each other. Here's a picture of two squirrels that are together. Here's a picture of a squirrel, a brown squirrel, and it's eating a nut. And then this picture of a gray squirrel. This gray squirrel's eating a nut too. I like to look out my window and watch the squirrels. They collect the acorns from my tree and they like to bury them under the ground and save them for winter. We're going to read about that in our story today. Our story is called Squirrels All Year Long, and it's by Melvin Berger. It's spring. A mother squirrel builds a nest in a tree. Squirrel babies are born in the nest. The mother feeds them with her milk. Soon the babies begin to find their own food. It's summer. The squirrels scamper around. They balance on tree branches, telephone wires, and even clotheslines. This one's on a clothesline. They leap through the air. They feast on fruits and seeds. It's fall. The squirrels grow thick, warm coats. Now, does that mean that they grow their own winter coat, just like you and I wear in the winter? No, coat is another name for their fur. So their fur starts getting thick and warm to keep them nice and warm in the fall and in the winter when it starts to get cold outside. They crack open nuts and acorns with their sharp teeth. They hide food for the winter. sometimes they steal food from bird feeders. It's winter. The squirrels use their tails to keep warm in their dens. And to keep warm outside. They leave footprints in the snow. They eat the nuts they buried in the fall and wait for spring to come again. Squirrels are fascinating animals. Fascinating means they're really fun to watch and really fun to learn about. Now, it's your turn to pretend to be a squirrel. We're going to go through this book again, and I want you to get ready to be a squirrel. So stand up, shake out your body, and get ready to pretend to be a squirrel. Here, the mama squirrel is building a nest. Friends, gather up all those sticks. Gather up some hay. You're scurrying around, you're going all around, and you're gathering sticks and hay and little twigs, and you're going to build your nest in the tree, just like the mother squirrel. Okay, friends, now it's summertime and the squirrels scamper around. Scamper is another word for running and playing. So the squirrels are running all around. Ready? Get your running, you're playing, you're tumbling on the ground. Oh, now you stop and you find a tree. Ready? Squirrels love to climb trees. They dart, they go right up the tree. So ready? Go up the tree. Now, you're gonna go back down the tree. Ready? Now you're going back down. Go down the tree. And now you're scampering and running all around again. Now, try to balance. Now you go slow. Put one foot in front of the other. Try to balance. Don't fall off that pretend clothesline that you're walking on. And leap. Take a big jump. Jump just like a squirrel. Now that the squirrels are all done running and playing, it's time to find some food. So you're going to dig in the ground. Oh, what did you find? Squirrels like to eat acorns and seeds. And you know what? Squirrels even like to eat vegetables. I see squirrels in my vegetable garden in my backyard. They like to eat the tomatoes that are there. So they pick those tomatoes off the plant, and they like to sit there with their little paws holding the tomatoes, and they eat them. So you try. You pick up an acorn with your little paws, or a tomato, or a seed, and eat it just like the squirrel. Now, if you're eating an acorn, the shells are really hard. So you need to be like a squirrel with sharp teeth. The squirrel's sharp teeth cracks through that nut so it can eat all the deliciousness inside it. So keep eating your nut. Let your sharp teeth crack and then eat that acorn. Now, as the winter starts, it's going to be harder for the squirrels to find food. So the squirrels take any extra acorns that they get and they bury them in the ground. So let's dig a hole and bury our acorns in there. And then we're going to cover back up the hole. Good job. You're hiding food for the winter. Now it's winter time. Squirrels have big bushy tails, and they use those tails for lots of different reasons. One of the reasons, or one of the ways that they use their tail is to keep them warm. So, squirrels don't have blankets. Squirrels don't have winter coats. Squirrels just have their tails, so they grow fur a little bit thicker in the winter, and their tails get big and bushy, and they use them like blankets. So ready? Take your tail, and it's gonna come up over you. Let's take a little nap. We're gonna go take a little nap, and our tail is right on us, kind of like a blanket. It's gonna keep us safe and warm. Now we're done with our nap, and we're gonna go out on a tree branch. We're going out to see what's happening in the world. And again, squirrels don't have coats. So as they're sitting on the tree branch, their tails come up over them and they keep them nice and warm. So ready? Sit on your tree branch and feel your tail come up and keep you nice and warm. Nice work. Wow, we have such great pretend squirrels out there. Nice job, friends. The next thing we're going to do is make a little instrument to help us sing our next song. Our song is going to be about a squirrel with a bushy tail, and we're going to make a musical instrument. We're going to make a little shaker. So the things that you need are an egg carton. Any egg carton will do. And you need some tape. And if you want, you can have some decorations. So I have some other tape for decorations. You can use scissors or markers. And then you need some rice to make your shakers. So what you do is you cut 2 of the sections of the egg carton out. And that might have to be a grown-up job, but you might be able to help your grown-up. Then we're going to pour a little bit of rice inside of it. We're going to put the other one on top, and we're going to use our strong tape to tape it all up. You can use any tape that you'd like. I found some duct tape at my house, so that's what I'm using for this. So we tape it all together, just like this. Make sure to seal it really well. I'm going to use another piece of tape going the other direction. If you don't seal it well, then the rice will get all over the place. And your grown-ups aren't going to like that a whole lot. So, there we have our shaker. Listen. I'm going to decorate it. Again, you can use stickers, you can use markers. I'm just going to take some of this colorful, fun tape that I have. And now that we've made our little shaker, we are ready to sing our squirrel song. The song is called Gray Squirrel. And I'll sing it, and if you know it, sing along with me. But then we'll sing it again so that everybody can join in. It goes, gray squirrel, shake your bushy tail. Gray squirrel, shake your bushy tail. Wrinkle up your little nose, hold a nut between your toes. Gray squirrel, shake your bushy tail. All right, are we ready? We're going to sing that all together. Get those shakers ready to help make music. Gray squirrel, shake your bushy tail. Gray squirrel, shake your bushy tail. Wrinkle up your little nose, hold a nut between your toes. Gray squirrel, shake your bushy tail. Great job, friends! Now you can save this shaker and you can use it when you're singing other songs. Yay! All right, we're gonna move on to a game right now. And this game is a shape game. So we're gonna have to get our brains working. As we know, squirrels like to gather acorns and eat acorns. So we are gonna match our squirrels with the same shape acorn. So you see here, this squirrel right here is holding an acorn that is a silly shape acorn, because acorns usually aren't this shape. But what shape do you see? A square. That's right. We're gonna look at our acorns over here and find our square acorn. Everyone look and see. Is this the square acorn? You're right. No, it's not. That's the heart. Is this the square acorn? No, that's the oval. Is this the square acorn? Yes, you're right. The square acorn matches with the square squirrel. All right, let's look at this one. What shape is the squirrel holding? A heart. Nice job, friends. Let's look over here. Where is our heart acorn? I see it. Here's the heart acorn, and it matches with our heart squirrel. All right, let's look at this shape. What shape is the squirrel holding? It is a rectangle. Yes. We have 3 acorns left. Let's look. I see it. It is this one. This is the rectangle acorn. Good job, friends. All right. Let's match. Oh, these can be tricky shapes. Let's look at this squirrel. This squirrel is holding what shape? I heard someone say circle. It's not a circle. This squirrel is being tricky. A circle is round, all the way around. This is a little bit longer. This shape is called an oval because it's like an O, the letter O. So this is an oval. Let's find the oval acorn. Let's look at them both. Which one is longer and not round all the way? It's longer and skinnier. This one, that's right, that's the oval. So we're gonna match this, and then this shape looks like the squirrel here. Friends, what shape is that? That is the circle. Great job, friends. So we have squirrels and acorns that are square, heart, rectangle, circle, and oval. You guys did a great job. Nice work. As we learned earlier, in the fall, squirrels like to gather all kinds of nuts and bury them and hide them for the winter. Because when winter comes, it is hard for squirrels and other animals to find food. The ground is frozen, the plants aren't blooming anymore. So to help out the squirrels this fall and winter, we are going to make a squirrel feeder. So the things that you need to make your squirrel feeder is a plastic gallon jug. It can be a jug that had milk in it or juice or water, any kind of plastic jug. You'll need a little bit of strong tape. I used here duct tape, but you can use any kind of tape. And you'll need about a foot long piece of twine or yarn or cord. Also, you'll need a twig, and I'll show you what that's for. And your grown-ups are going to need a sharp pair of scissors to use. And this is going to be a grown-up job to do. To make the squirrel feeder, the first thing you're going to do is cut flaps into your plastic jug. So you'll see that there's a flap on this side and then also a flap on this side. If you turn it sideways, it looks almost like an airplane with the flaps sticking out. The next thing you're going to do is we're going to put tape, and I use duct tape, all around the edges. And this helps protect the squirrels from any sharp pieces that might be there. We don't want the squirrels to get cut or hurt on our feeder. So we're just going to put the duct tape on it, or any kind of tape that you have, and wrap it around the edges like that. The next thing you're going to do is the grown-ups are going to poke 2 holes underneath the flaps. So you're going to poke a hole in this side and then one on this side. And these holes are going to be what your twig goes through. So then, and this is kind of hard to do, but use those muscles and you're going to poke the twig through so that it sticks out both sides. This will give the squirrels a little perch to sit on when they're eating their food. Now, you're going to take your scissors, or the grown-up is, and you're going to poke 2 little holes at the top of the jug. You're going to take your string, stick it in the hole. This can be a little bit tricky. Whew, this is hard work trying to get this string through. All right, so I pulled my pieces through. I'm going to make a knot so that it stays secure, and then pull it back. And I have a little hanger. Lastly, I'm going to put the lid on my jug and then fill my feeder. And you can put a variety of things in your feeder. You could put seeds or nuts. You could take some vegetables and put them in there. You could even put some peanut butter in there. And you're going to hang it from your tree. And this will give squirrels a place to find food all winter long. We've come to the end of our lesson. We've learned all about squirrels. We've made a shaker that we can use to sing songs. We have made a squirrel feeder that we can hang in a tree outside somewhere to help squirrels have food for the winter. Now we're going to close with our goodbye song. It's the same goodbye song that we've been singing at the end of all of these videos. Okay, get ready to sing with me. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. We'll see you next time.